YouTube, what's good with y'all? It's your boy Justice coming back at y'all with another collective energy read, another general collective. Hope this finds y'all at a resonating time. I appreciate every like, comment, share, subscribe, every personal booking. If you need a personal booking with me, hit up shamikasun@gmail.com with a C in Shamika. All super thanks are appreciated. I send it back to you and yours tenfold. I really appreciate it. Y'all don't gotta do shit like that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's tap into some collective energy. Ancestors of the highest of white light, angels of the highest of white light, please bestow upon me, remove any distractions, interruptions, sent to harm or disorientate the reading in any way, shape, or form. Please return it to senders. Thank you, and Ashe. Please bestow upon me divine collective activations for what they need to hear today. Okay, so I'm picking up on evil will, family members or friends. So you got snakes in your grass, you got to cut. Be attentive to what's around you, exactly. Knight of Pentacles energy, so being diligent in your perception of what's around you right now, because things may be a little snaky. Maybe a lot of sabotage. I'm feeling sabotage energy. A lot of people trying to sabotage what you do. Maybe try to sabotage your character. Maybe try to sabotage your view of self. You take what resonates. I'm getting sabotage energy. And what I'm getting from that, I feel like it's more of like self. So like people like spiritual haters of you. So you could be very spiritually tapped in already, whoever I'm picking up on. You may have a lot of people that are trying to bind you to their beliefs of what you are. That could be significant. But that's black magic. You're in alignment with your desires, and there's a need to stay in alignment with your desires amidst black magic or disruption or like confusion or manipulation, gaslighting of any kind. It's psychological warfare from people that I'm getting like an energy, you may illuminate shadows in other people from what your light represents. And it may not be because your light shines. It may be because of what you do and how you shine doing it. It may be that. It may be how you come off. It may be how you speak your truth. It may be how you assert yourself. It may be what you believe in. You take what resonates, but this rubs people the wrong way. And I think people you grew up with is significant. Everything you lost is returning back to you 10 times. With the Emperor energy is a need for empowerment at this time. I'm tapping into a lot of, people want to disempower you by way of either grouping up against you or by way of like chastising you or trying to just stalk you. That animosity, that obsession with prying eyes around you. To make you feel uncomfortable. There's a need to make you feel uncomfortable right now. So there's a perceptual awareness that you need to have for somebody that may want to see you, feel you, or make you uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. Whether it's about yourself, whether it's in your work environment, whether it's your gifts, whether it's your art, whether it's your way of life, whether it's your belief system, whether it's your, you take what resonates. It could be anything. People would just be hateful, but, you'll know who this is for because you'll know who's insecure enough to kind of reflect that back in terms of what you can trigger. Let's say that you spread light and somebody is a pessimist and a dark-ass Grinch. Of course you're going to trigger, that's the you know what I mean? You'll know who it resonates with based on the certain insecurities, certain things that they don't want for you. It's probably something they either don't have or something that they curse themselves, fucked over themselves, whatever, right? That's usually what creates certain animosities, envies, coveting of any kind, because somebody may have had that or had access, or somebody may feel like they can have that. It can be an ability, it can be a presence, it can be something that you have that they believe or get triggered by, or there's something about that. You're triggering your enemies, and it's not enemies, it's people that make themselves one-sided enemies. They're not enemies, you feel me? It's distorted femininity, trying to make something like some beef, you know what I mean? That distorted femininity is pussy energy. It's like, and I'm not saying that in any type of categorizing way to say that is weak or that femininity, no, it's not that. But the personification, I'm saying that distorted femininity, trying to make somebody feel like that because you do, is very weak. And if it's one-sided with somebody that's going in their alignment, you can have your beliefs about somebody can trigger you, be like, I don't fuck with that. That's cool, right? Go about your fucking day, right? But with this energy, I'm getting like, no, people want you to feel what they feel about you. And that's narcissistic. That's where God's judgment comes in. because that's where it's like, you can't go on strike with somebody about their beliefs. You can't go on, you're not working for that person. You don't have nothing to do with that person. It's like, well, what the fuck is this karmic energy, right? But the less and less you tune into that, the more and more the wheel of fortune turns in your favor, whoever I'm picking up on, because you may be in a stalemate, or maybe that's the position people want you to be in, like stuck in between decisions about yourself, or stuck in between, in terms of like your assertiveness or confidence about how you go about things. Watch those things. That's energetic attacks that people are sending to you, psychologically, telepathically, whatever. But people could be just thinking negatively about you. I'm getting that energy too, right? People just triggered in that stage. Those triggers, if they're not dealt with within, they're gonna be blamed on you, right? But that trigger is supposed to show that person what about them that they can shift, or what they can integrate from whatever they're triggered from you with, right? It's usually an integration. This is a generational wealth that you have in terms of the awareness to see it and to see past it, and you're being guided to use your awareness, use your gifts, use your intuition. It's a generational wealth to see past these certain deceptions from certain people that are only confused within themselves in the grand scheme of things. I know people with certified jobs, certified long-term careers, that don't know what the hell they're doing with their life. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that they're doing, like, I guess that there's an energy that people are trying to judge you, trying to make you feel minuscule, based on maybe a certain way you go about your life, or a certain way you act, behave, or a way you believe. It's any type of day and age, any type of system, any type of systematic oppression. It comes from the same thing. A group of indoctrinated people that say you're supposed to be like us, and you're not, right? It's just the stand to be like, fuck y'all, I'm not, right? What the vampires need your validation to even be a vampire. That's what I'm getting. Like, a lot of people need you to acknowledge them so they can make you feel what they feel about you. With the Five of Swords energy, a lot of people are in that win at all costs to make you, it's basically obsessive, to persecute you, or at least make you feel that persecution, or make you feel, you could be good at ignoring, or you could be good at detachment. You may be good at just letting people do what they do. But people, when they want you to feel what they feel, that obsession, that type of passion, that lust of crime that they want, when I'm saying that lust of crime, like that envy that can drive somebody to kill somebody, or do something to somebody out of pure hate and jealousy. That's what I'm talking about. But their jealousy or shine in the way others view you, that's that type of energy that other people are walking in. It'll make people do some weird things. So distance yourself from these type of energies, cut cords in any realm. And there's so many different realms that they can connect to you to, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally. It doesn't have to be physical. They don't got to be around you to create a cord. That's significant for somebody. Others will try to block God's plan for you, and they will get their karma. I'm getting that they try in different realms, like I was saying. You can send psychological attacks. People just thinking about you predominantly, and that person may have an emotional cord to you. That could be your dear sister. That could be your dear mother. You know what I mean? Take what resonates. That you feel so closely because they were that close to you, but the likeness ain't so close, right? Take what resonates. The Three of Swords energy. Some people want you to be in a Three of Swords energy simply because of your way of life, simply because of maybe you illuminate what they do. Maybe you illuminate parts of them. Especially, I'm getting this energy, especially I can relate to this, like being lied on, and then somebody has to keep up that lie, and they can't keep up the lie, and so they kind of go at you and try to destroy you out of a narcissistic rage. I'm dealing, you know what I mean? If you're dealing with that, I feel for you. Just know that you're protected, because it's just delusional, right? But they hate you and love you at the same time. That's what I'm getting. Like, this back and forth behavior is usually with people that don't know what to feel about you, right? They don't really know if they like you, hate you. They don't know what to feel about you. But I guess that's a relativity point for a lot of people, that you're supposed to kind of stand in that uncomfortability, but with a confidence, with a boldness, with a self-assurance, because your trailblazing nature, I guess, your uniqueness, oddness, I guess, in whatever way, it brings people a sense of relativity to see other bullshit. You may not understand, like, let's say in a situation with mutual friends, how you can illuminate somebody's fake ass colors if you see something that the others don't see, and they're perpetuating something in projection on you. You never know, based on your movements or your weirdness or how you take differently to the situation. It could be just a decision you make that is considered these things, right? Take what resonates. But those decisions can spark and catalyze somebody else's awareness that may be outside and may be viewing the situation so they can see the truth on said person or situation or circumstance. This is significant because you're usually, whoever I'm picking up on, you're going to be a catalyst to a lot of different changes. And that's how that starts. You know, you're doing much better than you think. It's polarizing, yes, but it's meant to be with the Three of Pentacles, because ultimately people are going to come around and want to collaborate with you or come around you, because a lot of those weirdness or differences or whatever I'm picking up on, you're supposed to be a catalyst for change, some type of catalyst for healing. That could be change, expression, whatever, you name it. With the Magician energy, the ball is in your court. It's how you kind of take that change. With the ancestors are always with you and energy vampires around you, you need to speak up in terms of the cords you need cut from those that are not positively around you for any positive reason, right? There's a need to watch out for these cords. Watch out for people that are trying to create false cords. A lot of people can try to create cords through psychological trauma. That's significant for somebody. Any type of trauma, any type of interaction. People try to create cords through that, especially if they know that you're not trying to be around them. I've dealt with this too, narcissists too. They know exactly what they're doing. It's energy harvesting. But believe in your dreams and you're worthy of completing this mission. That's the whole point. To move out of limiting belief systems and consciousness that will only strung you to an indoctrinated system of something you didn't represent. That's significant for somebody. Because your aura is supposed to bring a lot of sunshine and rainbows in a lot of people's days with your unique calling that you're called to, right? There's a need to be graceful in yourself amidst a lot of people that want to bring you controversy, that want to make you feel worse about yourself, that want to make you feel what they feel about themselves. And that's a big thing. That's where you got to give grace, because you don't want them to feel worse, because they already do. They want you to feel that with them. It's just an unconscious translation for somebody. All the envy is proof of God's glory on your life, so it's time to say thank you. Check your blind spots and staying aware and perceptually aware of any towers that people try to bring you with their gossip and their conniving efforts behind the scenes that they try to bring to your footsteps, your doorsteps, right? A tall male may be significant. You were underestimated and they all know it. You may be very introspective. You may be guided to look within, go within, stay within at this time, or you may be just in a general theme, very introspective. And a lot of people may have underestimated your willpower, your courageousness, or your strength based on maybe you're introverted, maybe you were just quiet about your inner ideas or your passions, and people may have, I guess, underestimated, slept on you in some way, shape, or form, didn't expect something from you. With what is the situation teaching you? I think you learned a lot of self-empowerment through these things with people and with the King of Swords energy, you learn to empower yourself and not let anybody pull on your emotional strings or manipulate you out of your power or out of your energy when they probably not the best to you behind your back. Significant for somebody, just like a perceptual awareness of why you're intuitively being guided to cut certain cords that you may not, it may be unbeknownst to you, but there's a reason behind that. It's a spiritual death trap going against you because you got people that's trying to take you out behind your back and trying to kind of come at you with distraction energies. I'm getting distraction energies. Your power is being seen and felt by many, so it's aligning you, or it's clinging a lot of energies towards you in terms of like a moth to a flame, and that's not for the best reasons, not always for the worst reasons either, but you use your discernment always. With any influx of energy, slow yourself down. With any type of influx of energy, there's a need to slow one's pace down and pace oneself with energy, especially with energetic warfare, especially. I'm picking up on a lot of like maybe subtle perceptual kind of like competition or energetic warfare, perceptual warfare, spiritual warfare of any kind, but you're being guided to follow your yellow brick road and nurturing your inner child as you do so, as you're staying in alignment, because help is on its way. I'm getting like spiritual reinforcement. This can be, I'm getting resources too, I was going to say, but with money coming in, I think there's resources on its horizon for you, or I think you're aligning to that. Self-sufficiency is significant right now. You may be in a state of just self-healing. You may be single. You may be in a relationship. You may be just very independent. You may be around a lot of people, but you may be just very hyper-independent. Whoever I'm picking up on, you're an independent person. or at least you think for yourself, very independently. It may be quite diverse how you think too. You were selected and crowned by your ancestors from the jump. So there's a need to stay away from anybody that's trying to control your identity of self, or control how you look at yourself, or control trying to put any distorted view of themselves onto you. There's a need for that, because in this day and age, there's a lot of flighty, jealous, envy, conniving energy that's running around, because there's a lot of fast-paced, moving energy in this day and age that's unveiling everything. Everything's being unveiled, right? That's significant for somebody. Everything is being unveiled. And a lot of tensions get brought to the surface, a lot of illusions get brought to the surface, a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of lies, deceptions, things we thought were true, not true, things we thought were lies, are true, things like that. So a lot of attacks, a lot of projections are prone to be sent out. So protecting your energy amidst these times and really integrating your awareness is the most important. Because you will be a fool in this day and age, because you can get deceived by anything. With the Ace of Swords, you have to be able to see the truth in things with your intuition, not your two eyes. Because to your two eyes, things are going to look good nowadays. Everything going to look good. Social media, everybody going to be living their life, popping their shit. Everything going to look good, right? Even when you're talking to people, everything's going to sound good. You know what I mean? Everything going to sound good. And I'm not saying that people ain't real, but there's some real people out here. But I'm talking about in terms of just how you're supposed to talk about certain things, how you're not supposed to talk about certain things. You're not going to get the raw truth from the average person you meet. So things like that. Not only are you a miracle, but one is on its way to you. And I'm getting a lot of people are talking about maybe growth, evolution. Maybe a lot of people are talking about you in general. Maybe that was a general theme. Maybe people always did talk shit about you or talked about you. You know what I mean? It didn't always have to mean shit, but a lot of people talk about you with a lot of page energy. That's like talking, common energy. You may be musically inclined, or that may be a passion of yours that you're maybe being guided to pursue or take upon that. If you ever thought about that, with the High Priestess energy, you're very knowing. You're more knowing than you think. People's lives and smear campaigns backfire with distorted masculine energy. You have a star energy, so I feel like people try to play you like you weren't who you were. I feel like people try to say that you weren't either worthy of getting to where you are, or you're not worthy of getting to where you are. It's usually a projection. A lot of distorted energies that have a problem with you kind of either wanting to climb up or climbing up or attempting to do so. These things can all trigger things in other people that are stagnating or stuck. And with jealousy around you, falling by that, good fortune is on its way as you keep on moving towards your North Node, as I keep saying it. Just moving in alignment. I think there's a lot of things behind you, but I think that's the final message I'm gonna give out for y'all, because good fortune is on its way, following you, moving continuously in your North Node and your alignment, whatever that represents for you. But I think that's enough, sufficient, collective. I appreciate y'all for sticking with me. Every like, comment, share, and subscribe is very much appreciated. I'm sending y'all off with so much love and ashe and prosperity. If you need a personal with me, booking a person with me, email me at shamikasun.com or at gmail.com with a C in Shamika. Besides that, I appreciate every single super thanks. I send y'all all that ashe and prosperity back to you and yours tenfold. Y'all don't got to do things like that, but gonna get started with the rest of my day. But I appreciate y'all so much, collective, and peace out.